Hey, it's Carter Man. July 21st, it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Thank God it's every day. But He blesses us every day, doesn't He? But what I want to talk to you about today is far from a blessing. It's actually indicative of a problem we have in this country at every level of government that we need to solve, and we need to get on with it, and we're going to. Okay, and we're going to. Just got this in the mail. It's my latest tax bill from the locality here, from the locality. Now, it's my third one. I get three from the local government here. The income tax, the property tax, and then of course the school tax. Now I'm almost 77 years old. I don't have any children in school here, never have. My wife is Honduran, so she most certainly did not go to school here, and she doesn't have any children in the school, the local school system. And we can actually thank God for that, because I'm sure that if I did any investigating, which I'm not going to do because I wouldn't have any say anyway, think about that, we'd find that the school system is deplorable. I'm sure they have their transgender teaching. I'm sure they wave their homosexual flags during the Pride Month. I'm sure they have perverts in the little girls' room and porno in the libraries, because that's what our schools do in America now. I hope you're homeschooling or private schooling if you have children. So the school tax is a travesty and an atrocity both. And you might say, well, Carter, you have to pay for the services. Actually, I do pay for the services in fees and assessments and my service bills. There's the trash I just put out down there, and I pay for that every month. I get a bill for that every month. I get a bill for water. I get a bill for sewer. Suppose that's 3 bills there. So my tax money's not going for any of that. As a matter of fact, I know where the tax money's going. It's going to about 5 blocks from here, where the inner city starts, and the crime is out of control, and the people who commit it live on welfare, which is paid for with, you got it, same as with you. You know it as well as I do, okay? You know it as well as I do. That's where your tax money is going. I talked to a policeman the other day. He said, here in this town, the town only has about 40,000 or so people, 60 cars stolen last month. That seems a little out of control. 5 blocks from my house here, a little 6-year-old kid was gunned down in front of the elementary school. Out of control. Out of control, just like in every other city and frankly town of any size in America today. You remember when Tucker tried to talk to Mike Pence about it, and Pence torpedoed his presidential career, thank God Almighty, by saying, that's not my concern. Remember, he's callous. That's not my concern. Tucker, that's not my concern. His concern is sending money to the coke-addled Zelensky, billions of dollars over there in Ukraine, so the neocons can satisfy their bloodlust. They're up to 300,000 that have been killed, poor young people there in Ukraine. The neocons' bloodlust isn't satisfied yet. I don't know what their magic number is, but when they get done there, they'll turn their insatiable bloodlust attention to Taiwan. As a matter of fact, they already are. That's where we are. That's where we are with the government in America today. Now, thank God in heaven that we have 3 candidates running who have promised to address all that. Okay? Obviously, Donald Trump, who every day the radical left, deep state, dark state tries to destroy personally, professionally, and politically. And what a fighter, what a fighter, what a fighter. We need to support that man. Robert F. Kennedy, I don't know whether you saw his testimony about the weaponization of government yesterday, but if you didn't get it, take a look at it. He took the Democrats to task for censorship. They tried to censor his testimony. When they couldn't have him barred from speaking, they tried to turn it into a secret session so that we, the people, could not know what was being said. Thank God for that fighter, too. I hope he's well protected, has his own bodyguards. And this Vivek Ramaswamy, I guess that's how I pronounce his last name. I saw an interview with him and you need to watch these people. 4 black guys called the Cartier family. Check them out on YouTube. Incredible guys. I mean, they are as conservative as I am. And they're smart, sharp guys. Great interview, about an hour interview with Vivek. And the man is good. The man is good. One thing he wants to do, and I'm going to close with this, but it's important. He wants to reduce the size of the federal bureaucracy, the deep state, by 75%. Trump tried the same thing. Matter of fact, he had the order all in place before he was ousted from the presidency when the fascist left stole the election. It's one of the reasons that they got rid of him. Well, Vivek, 75%. RFK Jr. has made it clear, government's too big. Folks, it has to be reduced at every level. We have to get it down at every level to where they can operate. A city government this size, only 40,000 people, ought to be able to operate out of the back room of the local laundry, to be honest with you. We don't need them invading our lives. They charge us fees for every service anyway, so let us just pay the service providers directly. And cut out the taxes, cut out the Section 8 housing, cut out the welfare payments, cut out the support for criminals. Cut it all out. Cut it all out. Winnow it down to next to nothing at every level of government, federal, state, and local. Let's go back to the days when being a civil servant, number one, you were a servant instead of a master. And number two, you weren't paid all that well, but you had pretty good job security. And it was clear you didn't have a lot of authority, thank God, in heaven, okay? So that's where we are. That's what we need to do. We got a mess on our hands. I've said over and over, we need a total reclamation job on government at every level. Go to CRPAC, constitutionalrightspac.com. Join the fight. We're on the front. We're fighting on the front for freedom. Join the fight, because it's time to turn this country around at every single level. So let's do this thing.